Hello, everyone. It's Wendy. It's been a few weeks since I've been on here, and I was on vacation last week. And I think it is time for me to come clean about some things. I don't know, come clean is not a good word. I'm just going to say some things that have been on my heart forever, and I've never spoken out loud to more than maybe 3 people in my life. I don't even know that my husband and I have talked about it, but I have some really close, supportive tribe that urges me and supports me and pushes me and propels me forward. So one of the things that I have noticed about myself and the people that I have been attracting into my life is that there is this kind of running theme of being a lone badass. Now, I have always known that I am a badass, and I mean that in the most humble way. I am who God created me, and God doesn't create junk, as you could say. But I've always known that there's amazing qualities I have, and I've been able to see and find those amazing qualities in other people, which makes me really good at what I do, because I truly believe we all have an inner badass. So everybody has their own version of what they're good at and their genius and their really superior strengths and unique qualities that they have that they can call their own. And sometimes those qualities are so rare that you really don't find other people who possess those qualities. And in some ways, it can make you feel really alone. And it's different than lonely. I think a lot of people try to find connection. And I can connect with people on so many levels, but there are some parts of me that being able to connect with other people is a rare occasion. And I have been blessed in the past few years of really being able to connect with these people that have these intuitive and empathic qualities about them. And I've been calling them emotional athletes. You can call them giants, titans of personal growth, whatever you want to call it. But this is something that's been very uncomfortable for me to even talk about. And the reason is that I have always been very leery of thinking of myself as having superior qualities in certain areas. Now, the deal is to me, superior doesn't mean you're better than others. It's just that the qualities you have rank higher, or they're more proficient, or they run more optimally than others. And everybody has these qualities in different areas. Anyway, I digress. But I realized that one of my rare qualities is being able to see the bigger picture, whether that be emotionally, strategically, professionally. And it's not because I know more, it's because I intuit more. Part of the gift of having what you might call ADHD, which I don't really, know that it's a disorder, is that I take in a lot of information and I filter a ton of information every day. And it has enabled me in my life to pick up a lot of information a lot of people just don't get. So anyway, one of the things that I have learned about myself, and I'm wondering if you guys can relate, that when you really tap into your genius and you tap into what you're really, really good at, it puts you at the front of knowing. It puts you in the lead of knowing, and it's really hard to find people who can support you, who can encourage you, or even at the very least see you. So what I mean by this, if you think about it, I don't know if anybody's ever done a dance recital, but in order to be in the front row where there's no mirror or anything, you're just in front of the audience, you have to know your stuff. Whereas if you're not sure about it, you can be in the second row and you can kind of keep an eye on the person in the front row and it'll help you out. It doesn't mean you don't know your stuff. It's just that you don't necessarily embody it so much that you can just get out there and do it from, by heart. So that's kind of what I mean. Being a pioneer and being a front runner means you're going to be alone a lot. And I've found that that's really a lot of times what leaders struggle with, is that you need to have a tribe of other people who understand what you're going through. And that could be any area. It could be in business. It could be in music, dance, writing, anything in a category you can think of. But I realized what I needed in my own life a few months ago was someone who could be that leader for me and be in the, help a pioneer and a front runner. So I don't know if I'm rambling, but I realized that most of my life I felt very alone because I couldn't find the right mentors who have been there. And sometimes it's just looking in the right place. So I want to encourage you guys, if you ever feel like you have a quality or a gift or a whispering or a voice or something that you haven't really pulled out and let other people see it. That sounds so wrong. I just heard it in my head. But if you have some things that you need to flesh out, find a mentor. Find somebody that you think might have been there, or at least somebody who can see you empathically where you are, because those little whispers and those voices and those things that are inside of you that know, it's like that still small voice that's seeking something, is asking to be seen. And it's important to get somebody to see that for you. Now, I don't know how cryptic that seemed to some people, but I have a feeling that if you have been in that place, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard to articulate, but it's changed my life to find people who see me and can propel me and support me in a way that we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to come next. All I know is if I take that next step, then the magic will happen and then I can take the next step. So if that means anything to you, I would love to hear your comments, because I think we all have that little voice and we all have that need to be seen as we truly are, not as what we should be or anything like that. But I'm curious because I just don't think I'm the only one. But at the same time, sometimes I quack and I quack and I quack, and it's hard to find my ducks. So I've been quacking a lot more often. So I might encourage you, if you have that voice, start quacking about it and see what other ducks come along, because having a tribe that understands your heart is crucial to success and happiness and fulfilling your purpose, making money, you name it. Finding who you truly are, embracing it and accepting it, and having others do the same for you is such a gift. So that's a kind of a weird Facebook Live for me today, I know, but I just it's been really on my mind and on my heart. And I thought, well, if that's true, then maybe I'll share it. If one person gets something out of it, great. It doesn't really matter to me. I just feel like it's when you bring it out into light and let people look at it, then that in itself has done its job. So I hope you guys have a great week. I will get on here hopefully next week with some more interesting things, some more ramblings probably. But I hope you have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.